Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Real Work Stories podcast. I am your host, Benjamin, and we are back again for another episode. But before we get into the good stuff, definitely I have to say thank you again for all of the likes, the comments, the shares, the downloads, everything. Y'all are showing out, and I appreciate it. Like, for real, for real. I say it every episode because I mean it every episode. Thank y'all. And today, we are back with another episode of Pet Peeves. I know, it's been a while since I talked about these pet peeves, but I told y'all I have a lot of them. And today, we're going to talk about a few more of them. All right? So, the first one. When customers call into us, and we give them, our little opening spiel or whatever. Hey, thanks for calling. My name is Benjamin. How can I help you today? And all they say is their name. I hate that. Because number one, that doesn't actually answer my question. Hey, thanks for calling the phone company. My name is Benjamin. How can I help you? Don Julio. What? And then they say it again. Don Julio. Okay. Who's that? Is that who you want to talk to, Don Julio? No, I am Don Julio. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for telling me that. How can I help you? That's what I asked you. I asked you, how can I help you? I'll ask you for your name when we get to that part of the conversation, okay? Now, I can hear some of y'all now. Well, why don't you ask them for their name first? Sometimes I do, but that ain't the point. The point is, my question was, how can I help you? Now, if you thought that saying your name was an answer to that question, me and you might need to have a separate conversation because I think we have a misunderstanding and I just want to try to work it out. That's all. But if I ask, how can I help you? Tell me how I can help you. And again, I am not mad at you telling me your name. You could have included your name as a part of everything. Hi, I'm Don Julio. Can you help me with whatever? I'd have been cool with that. But when you just say your name and then leave that off like that was supposed to magically tell me everything I needed to know, that's not quite how this works. But anyway, these are just my pet peeves, y'all. Y'all might not feel the same way about it like I do, but that's how I feel. They're my pet peeves, okay? The second thing I can't stand is when customers tell us they have an account. I kind of figured that out. That's why you're calling. Either you have an account or you had one. Or maybe you want one. I'll grant you that. Maybe you're calling because you want one. But again, when I asked you, how can I help you? You didn't have to tell me you had an account. Like, okay, so for example, you call your bank and you're like, whoever answers the phone, they're like, hey, how can I help you today? And you're like, yeah, look, I got an account down there and my debit card ain't working. I kind of didn't need to know that you have an account. I mean, if you got a debit card, you could have just said, hey, my card's not working. That would have been fine. I'm just saying, I just don't think they have to announce that they have an account. That's all I'm saying. It's just a little awkward. Again, these are my pet peeves. You don't have to feel the way about them that I do, because that's the way I feel about them, okay? The next one I can't stand, and this one might be one of my absolute favorites. I can't stand when customers try to pull the subtle guilt trip on us. And y'all know exactly what they say. They say things like, oh, how do you sleep at night knowing that you're taking food out of my child's mouth? And what I wish I could say back to them is, with the fan on and one leg out the covers. Because that's how I sleep, with the fan on and one leg out the covers. Because you got to have that perfect balance of hot and cold. That's all I'm saying. That's what I want to say to them, but I know I can't say that. Or then they say stuff like, I hope whatever God you believe in will forgive you for this. Or no. This might be my favorite one. When this company goes out of business for these illegal actions, I hope and pray you find another job. Like, really? None of these things that you're saying are actually going to somehow convince me to do whatever I've already said no to. None of them. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. When they say, you're taking food out of my child's mouth, that one hits home. That's a hard one because, I have a little one myself, and, just the thought of her not being able to eat scares me to a level that I can't even begin to explain. But cut it out over this $5 late fee, fam. You knew your bill was due on the 3rd. It's always been due on the 3rd. You keep paying it on the 8th. And you wonder why we keep charging you a late fee. Probably because you keep paying your bill late. Has nothing to do with anything illegal. You just don't pay your bill on time. Anyway, I'm just saying, the subtle guilt trip one, that because they try to say things as if they're being concerned, or if they have like I don't want to say this, but because you work for such a horrible company, you must be a horrible person. And it's like, well, if this is such a horrible company, then cancel your service and go somewhere else where it's less horrible. Maybe you'll pay your bill on time over there with them. That's all I'm saying. But again, these are things that I just want to say to them. I can't say that to them because then I'd probably lose my job. Then I really wouldn't be able to put food in my kid's mouth. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. Another thing I can't stand. And I had this one happen not too long ago. And it just made my skin crawl. Made me feel like I had a really weird feeling after this. But I hate when customers call in with a mouthful of food. And I don't mean just like chewing gum or something like that. No, I mean like you trying to get the gristle off the chicken. Now, you got to be from the country to know what that is, okay? But they are sitting here biting this chicken down to the raw meat, like past the meat. They are on the bone, like about to suck the marrow from out the bone of this chicken while they are on the phone with you. And it's like, dude, you couldn't have finished this plate first and then called in? Now, I get it. The whole times be long sometimes. So maybe you was making a snack while you was on hold, you got a little hungry, but like you could at least put the plate down, put the chicken leg down while you talk to me. I don't want to hear the sound of the food in your mouth being swished around by the Kool-Aid that you're also drinking. I don't need to hear that. Because it's loud, it's cumbersome, and it's terrible, okay? It sounds horrible for one. And then on top of that, it's just rude. Fam, you call in here, you smacking in my ear, and what am I doing? Nothing but my job, right? Right? I'm just trying to do my job and help you fix whatever problem you got going on. But you decided to call in the middle of your dinner. And now they got an attitude with us because they calling and we're somehow interrupting their meal. But it's like you're eating in my ear, and that's terribly rude of you. I wish you would just stop doing that. Again, just some of my pet peeves, y'all. Y'all don't gotta agree. That's just how I feel. The last one I'm gonna talk about today, because I ain't gonna hold y'all very long. The last one I'm gonna talk about today is the customers who call in and they try to talk low, like they trying to sound sexy for somebody. Like, you didn't call me for that. Now, there's another number that you can dial and they will talk to you like that all night long for, I think it's $29.95. I don't have the number. I don't know what their prices are, but that sounds about right. But I'm not that number. Okay? You called your utility company. Stop answering the phone like, yeah, what I need you to do is like, no, talk to me regular. There are other people you talk to like that, and I am not one of them. Number one, you call in here trying to whisper. I can't even hear what you're saying. So now I got you repeating yourself 9 times. And then what really kills me is that after like the 4th time where you're like, look, I'm sorry, but your voice sounds very low. I can't hear you. Then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, can you hear me better now? I sure can. You could have started talking like that from the beginning of this conversation and we would have never gotten to this point. But no, you want to use the voice that's on one of those 888 numbers. And again, I don't have the number, so y'all gonna have to find somebody else podcast to talk about what phone number to call. But I'm just saying, they call us trying to sound all whisper in your ear, yin yang twinsish, and it's like, no. You called me to fix the problem. I don't need the volume of your voice to be one of said problems, okay? Just talk to me regular. Talk to me regular so I can fix whatever problem you got. Then you can get back to whatever extracurricular activities you got going on for the day, okay? All right. Now, like I said, I ain't gonna hold y'all. This is a short one today. But I want to know, what are some more of y'all pet peeves? Please let me know. Because I cannot be the only one who has these. So here's what I need you to do. If you don't already, follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Real Work Stories Podcast. Comment, DM me. I don't care. Share some of your pet peeves with me so I can share them with the people. Now, I get it. You don't want your name on the post? That is fine. DM me. Email me at realworkstoriespodcast@gmail.com. Nobody will know it was you. I'll tell it like it was my own. Nobody would ever know the difference. But that's it. Thanks again for listening. Holla.